a big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding to have Apollo run this program. Not only for us, but all the other schools, it makes a big difference to get some kids more active. The funding from Apollo has been spread across 14 team trips this year. It's been a big help to them, and they're really appreciative of Apollo for being able to provide it for us.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
Whoops, running on empty? Enjoy a 6 cents per litre fuel discount at your local Caltex with Pumped every day. Ah, feels good, eh? Get it at any participating Caltex.
From us, it's a huge thank you to New Zealand Carbon Farming. The opportunities and the sponsorship that's been provided is pretty crucial for our school.
We're buying new volleyball gear, so volleyball nets, balls, and the stands to attach the volleyball nets to the floor. Volleyball is a very popular sport. Kids find it to be fun.
We'd just like to thank you from Taupo New High School. See.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
Nau mai hara mai ki tēnei hōtaka o tātou, ko hau tō tangata o Bronson Perich e kore rā tēnei ki a koutou. Tuatahi ake me tīmata I ngā mihi. Rā te haiata, tākina mai te ripa te tara ki tauwhara. Koe rā te maunga e tū watawata mai, e tiaki ana mai I a tātou. Greetings to everyone. This is the last day of the 2023 Premier Girls Secondary Schools football. Today are the finals. We started at 32 teams on Monday. Yesterday we got down to 16 and today will be the fateful 8. Ko tō tangata o Bronson Perich e kōrera tēnei ki a koutou, uri o Rauhoto, uri o Nukuhau, uri o Tainui, uri o Ngā Puhi Nui tonu. Nōku nei te honere, nōku nei te whiwhi ki te kōrero atu ki a koutou I tēnei ata tonu. As you can see, it's a frosty morning. Maunga Tauhara is covered in cloud. He's put on his blankets because he's still warming up. And today's match we have Wellington East Girls College versus Wellington Girls. These two teams have come through the semis. They've done quite well. And so not only will these two schools be vying for national supremacy, they're also going to be answering a vital question. Who are the best in Whanganui Atara? In Wellington East Girls, we have at number 2, Lulu Davies, 3, Lily Davies, perhaps they are sisters. Number 4, we have Kitty McNicholas. Number 5, Nevaeh Derbyshire. Number 6, Daniela Zedimus. Number 7 is La Morgan. Number 8, Valentine Zedimus. Again, we might have a couple of sisters here. Number 9 is Molly Judd. 10 is Liv Dean. 11, Lucy Downs. 12, Amelia Dean. 13, Libby Sexton. 14 is Brooke Assur. 15 is Hayley Ricks. And 16 is Issy Rose. And from the Wellington girls side, at number 1 we have Liana Baldock. Number 2 is Olivia Catherwood. 3 is Kyra Morgan. 4 is Daphne Aranta. Number 6 is Lila Corey. 7 is Gigi Freeman. Number 8 is Olive Lynch Gerard. Number 9, Ellie Brown. 10 is Sam Hatchwell. 11 is Annabelle Tuck. 12 is Lucy Jerk. 14 is Bella Thompson. 16, Molly Mills. 19, Amy Cherry. Number 21 is Sophie Cunningham. And 23 is Izzy Ismail Sanders. Both teams here psyching themselves up, perhaps warming themselves up. One of the advantages that we have here in Taupo is that despite the weather conditions, the grounds are still, they hold themselves together. Wellington East girls are sporting the two-tone blue. As the camera comes into focus, you can see both teams lining up. Now this is different. This is a very different thing. I haven't seen this all week. Both teams lining up. Normally they would surround the middle circle and then resume their positions. Perhaps this is a Wellington thing. No reire I te iwi, tēnei ata tonu e mihi atu nei kia koutou. Koutou kua tatu mai nei. Kei runga I a whakata Māori, ngēnei pāpāhotanga. A special thank you to our sponsors, Apollo Projects, Bailey's, Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming, and of course whakata Māori, te kāinga tūturu o ngā hākina ki ngā rangatangi. Again, I say I've never seen this before in the tournament, and I put it down to it being some sort of Wellingtonian ritual. Players are now assuming their places on the field. E te ata tonu nei, tau mai te kohu, ki runga I a Taupo nui ātia. Engari ki hai te pā mahana, I heke, I raro I te kore. And despite a foggy morning, we still didn't manage to get under 0 last night. And we'll just wait for the graphics to correct for the right initials. Apologies, this is Queen Margaret College versus Palmerston North girls. Palmerston North are in navy blue and light blue, two-tone. Queen Margaret are in characteristic white, perhaps an indication of future ambitions. Kua whakatika ngā pikitia I nāia nei, mō taku he, ko Queen Margaret College tēnei e whawhai atu ana I Palmerston North Girls. Ball came off Isabella LaCarpentier, number 10 for Queen Margaret. And Queen Margaret bringing the ball up through midfield, goes over to Palmerston North Girls. Will Palmerston North Girls be able to slip past the defences? One of the things that we're finding in these games is often there is an early score, and then after the girls have warmed up, after the first goal has happened, the defence tightens up for the rest of the games. One thing that's impressed me particularly are the low, very, very low scorings of these games. Low scorings are an indication of a high level of skill. Make no mistake e te iwi, ahakoa hi iti he paunam. Queen Margaret throwing in again. Palmerston North are managing to get the ball away from their goal, bringing it into midfield for a throw-in. We have the names of Palmerston North, but we don't have the jersey numbers to match up with the names. So I refer to this part of the game as the pōwhiri, to the whakawhanaungatanga section of the game, each team getting to know each other, searching for opportunities. That was Iliam Nums of Queen Margaret. Now the ball is in the feet of Nellie Buckle. Early attempt at goal with the Palmerston North goalkeeper kicking it back into play. E tēnei ata tonu, koine ngā kēmu whakamutunga o te tōna mana e kia nei ko ngā Premier Girls o te motu, mō ngā kāreti me ngā kuratuarua o Aotearoa nei. Kei rungi ia whakata Māori ngēnei pāpāhotanga me te YouTuber no hoki. Now if you're unable to tune into Channel 5 on your TV screen, and if you're at work and you perhaps want to watch these online, grab that incognito link off your Google Chrome, go onto YouTube and search for Kata Māori, and you'll find these games under the football playlist. Whakapaha atu kia koutou, kia mātou ngētehi uatanga. Engari ākua nei ka mahuta. Oh, early attempt at goal perhaps for Palmerston North Girls. And Queen Margaret have the numbers. No reire, e taki pai te pō. E taki pai te uhanga, te pai u. E tō ana ngēnei kōtiro o Palmerston North.
Get to that ball. Put a body on it.
Te nuinga o ngā kura I tatu mai nei, kaore he ingoa Māori. Tērā koko ngā ngaro atu, ball rolls into the lost corner.
Inside the ball, inside.
Engari ko te ingoa Māori mō Palmerston North, ko te papa Ioia. Nō reire kahana te papa Ioia I tēnei ata tonu, e pēhi kahana, te korataka hipuni, ki te uhanga, ki te paiu. We've had 6 minutes pass away in the first half of Queen Margaret College, taking on Palmerston North Girls High School in the final day of the 2023 Premier Girls Tournament. Goalkeeper slaps that ball away. Kei te haere tonu te pōwhiri. E tau patu māma, e rere haere ana. Nei rā te marae ātea o te ao puikiri. Oh, another attempt at goal from Palmerston North girls. At the moment, Palmerston North have the initiative. But, as I've said in the past few days, this is a game of two halves. Anything can happen, absolutely anything. One moment it would seem that one team has the momentum, has the initiative, has the rhythm, and then lo and behold, that can change in a second. What I can tell you is that this indeed is a very friendly duel of the fates. Wai ka hua, wai ka tohu, wai ka toa. Kaore tātou I te mōhio I tēnei ata tonu. Queen Margaret able to get the initiative back, trying to dribble the ball through midfield into the desired half. Ball goes out. Now this is the number 2 field at Crown Park, and one thing I've noticed over the past few days is that this particular line where you see everyone standing, the ball goes there a lot more than on the other side. Not too sure why that is. Can Queen Margaret defend their half? Can they get the ball out of the danger zone? It appears that they have. Queen Margaret resume the attack. Ball goes to Ruby Carmen. Can Ruby Carmen manoeuvre close to goal? And again, Palmerston North girls protect their goal. A firm answer, not today. Kei te mahi kaha ngenei kapa erua, e mate kai ana I te piro, mate kai ana I te toa. Ko te kaupapa o tēnei tōna mana, kia kaua e mate tarakihi, mate uriroa ke. Palmerston North trying to bring the ball back into midfield. Queen Margaret yield a penalty. Ball comes into the danger zone for Queen Margaret. E kahana ngā kōtiro te papa Ioia. Nā Queenie Makareta, te pōro i nāia nei. Whana atu te kaitiaki. And you see a variety of different plays, often... Oh my gosh! Kātahi te rutu ko tērā, e pei ka atu, te kōtiro o te papioia ki tētehi o ngā Queenie Makareta. Pōhehea hau ka karanga atu te rīwheri. Engari ki hai ia, I tuku atu, I tukua e te rewheri kia prei tonu. That's the very first time that I've seen that all week. Now, while the girls have not hesitated to put their bodies on the line, I've just never seen, that was almost like an Aussie rule style tackle. Oh, early attempt at goal. Palmerston North pushed that back out. But, oh, can Ruby Carmen capitalise? Not if the Palmerston North girls can help it. Aroha mai e te iwi, kia hau te rehita o ngā ingoa o te papioia, engari kare no mātou kia whiwhi ngā nama mo ia kai tākoro. No re mōhiotia ana e mātou, ngā ingoa me ngā nama o Queenie Makareta, engari e hara mo te papioia. That was a, look at this. Number 5 from Queen Margaret, that was Greer Wilson, trying to use her physicality to jostle and push, trying to get control of the ball. Although she was unsuccessful, she managed to keep her goal line secure. Reira te koko ngā ngaro. And this corner, not a lot of people sit in this corner. It's almost an unwanted corner. And so when the ball goes out, often the players will have to run and try and get the ball. No one to catch it for them. Kei runga tātou I te pāko Krauna, kei raro I te maru o Tauhara Maunga. We're here at Crown Park in Taupo, under the shadow of Maunga Tauhara. And although it's covered in fog today, what you'll see over the course of the day is that the clouds will lift and you'll be able to see the rest of Maunga Tauhara. Palmerston North girls trying to push for the goal. The game almost turning into a volleyball. And Greer Wilson again, trying to push. Trying to get that vital possession. Passing it on to another player. And again the ball goes into the unwanted corner. Now playing for Palmerston North girls we have Lucia Bedford, Jordan Campbell, Grace Gardner, Safala Galton, Ruby Aroha Gurnick, Libby Harris, Annabelle Irwin, Georgina Irwin, perhaps their sisters, Ella John Stewart, Alice King, Penny Lovegrove, Krista Ordering, Sophie Rattray, Leanna Rivers, and Maida Te Ata Walker. He whānau rongo nui a te whānau Walker. As you saw there, Isabella Le Carpentier, again using her physicality to try and push that ball, trying to push her opponent. Oh, another attempt at goal, scooped up by the goalie. Coming up to the 15th minute of the first half of Queen Margaret College taking on Palmerston North Girls High. Koia nei te tōna mana, Premier Girls, mō ngā kura tūrua o Aotearoa nei. Mena katoa, tētihi kapa, I te tōna mana nei, ko rātou te Premier, ko rātou te tuatahi, ko rātou te toa o te mahi poikiri o Aotearoa. The team that wins this tournament will have earned the right to be called the champions, the best, the premier team of Aotearoa. And you see there, As Queen Margaret crowd their goal, you saw that Palmerston North pushed the ball back into midfield and then tried to force it back. The play didn't quite work though. Queen Margaret resuming their attack. And it appears that we might have had an early change. We weren't given the number 12 jersey for Queen Margaret. Another attempt at goal. E tēnei wā tonu e mihi atu nei ki ngā kai āwhina o te tona mana nei. Me ki Apollo Projects, rātu ko Bailey's, ko Caltex, ko New Zealand Carbon Farming, and of course, whakaata Māori, te kāinga tūturu o ngā hā kina kina rangatahi. You can catch these games on Channel 5 on Whakaata Māori. And if you're wanting to watch online, these are all being streamed live and direct on the Whakaata Māori YouTube channel. In Whakaata Māori, of course, having two channels. For your 100% reo, you tune into Channel 15 on Freeview. Māori Television having a split of both languages. Te reo Ingarihi me te reo Māori, that's on Channel 5. And again, the ball rolls into that unwanted corner. Koe nei te koko ngā ngaro atu. Ngaro no atu. Te nuinga o te wā, kaore ngā kai mā takitaki, mō te noho i tērā o ngā kokonga. Not too sure what's so unappealing about this corner, but it's a very lonely corner, and it's been like that across all 5 days. Ball comes in. A missed opportunity there, but that didn't stop Palmerston North from trying. E kaha tonu ana, ngā kōtiro o te papi i oia. E kaha tiaki ana, ngā kōtiro o Queen Makareta. Palmerston North attempting a goal. Queen Margaret trying to get the ball back into midfield so that they can push towards the goal. Palmerston North frustrating their every turn. Is this another opportunity at goal? Not if the goalie can help it. E tiaki pai ana te kaitiaki o te uhanga o Queen Makareta. Ahakoa ngā piki me ngā heke e kaha tiaki ana ia. Tēnei te mihi atu ki aia. And those are defenders. Oh. The defenders of Queen Margaret continue to be determined. Can Palmerston North make the first point? Not if the goalie can help it. She continues to do a great job, surviving the onslaught. Tēnei te kaha o te Papioia, e kaha pehi atu I a Queenie Makareta. Is this a goal? Not quite. But you can see there that that definitely was a practiced attempt at goal. Going into the corner, crossing back in front of the box, kicking or heading the ball in. Kei wying e te whira te pōro, e kaha whai atu ana a Queenie Makareta, kia whakahoki ki tērā atu hawhe pai atu. Queen Margaret trying to get the ball back into the desired half. Engari I whakakahoretia. I whakakahoretia e te Papioia.
Ava, can you go right wing? Eiley, go left. Izzy, come in the middle. Go in the midfield. You and Emma. I mean, you and Sophie, sorry.
And again, you see this jostling. Ball going backward and forward. Both teams showing excellent defence, excellent attack. And you can tell both teams are very good at what they do when we're halfway through the first half and not a single point has been yielded. Kei te Papioia te pōro I nei anei. Ka whiua ki te muro o te ahi. Cross into the middle, but no numbers to support. And Palmerston North continue to press with their attack. I'm impressed with their fitness and their skill. They're a bit smaller than the Queen Margaret girls, and yet they're still able to hold their own. E whakatina nanatanga o te kupu o Nehera me ki aha ko hiti he pauna. Looks like Queen Margaret have the initiative back again. That was their number 14, Ava Doddridge. Ball comes back into the desired half of Palmerston North girls. Goes out into the, what I call Te Kokunga Ngaro, the lost corner. And you can hear the calls from Queen Margaret supporters. Clear the ball. They really want to get the initiative back. They really want to get their ball out of their danger half. Tōna tikanga me whai atu kia whakaputa te pōro I te muro o te ahi. Palmerston North resume their assault. Queen Margaret rallying around the goal, and we have a goal. Palmerston North Girls High drawing the first point. And just before the 25th minute of the first half, the score is 1 to Palmerston North Girls High, with none on the board for Queen Margaret. Ko tei te piro o te papioia, kore tonu ngā piro o Queen Margaret. Me mihi ka tika ki ngā rato ngā āwhina me ki ngā emergency services e tū tata ana ki runga i ngā whira nei. And this here is Ava Dodderidge playing slip. Ruby Carmen has the ball, passes it to her teammates. Palmerston North getting control of the ball. Can they take advantage of this opening? Passes not quite getting to where they need to be, but the Queen Margaret defenders kick the ball out to reset the rhythm and momentum. I tēnei ata tonu, kei te whai atu ngā tīma e toi ana, mo te taitara nunui, no reira ko te pātai ia, o tēnei rā, ko wai te kapa Premier Girls mo Aotearoa i te tau 2023 mo taku he. Another attempt at goal. Me mihi ka tika ki te u o te kaitiaki o Queen Margaret. The Queen Margaret goalkeeper keeps her composure even when the goal box is swarmed. Palmerston North are looking to create another effort, another opportunity that they can capitalise on. Engari kāre ngā kōtiro o te papioia e whakaai ana. E kahana ngā kaitiaki o Queenie Makareta. It's very much neck and neck. A missed opportunity there from one of the defenders of Queen Margaret. A brief moment of regret. But now she's back in the game, bringing the ball into midfield and even putting her body on the line. E tēnei ata tonu, kua tau te kohukohu ki ringo i a Taupo nui ātia nei. Hei tā taku waia, e whitu, 50 degrees te pā mahana i te ata tonu nei. Tata ki te hawhe haura kua pahure i te hawhe tuatahi o tēnei kēmu, kei wainga i a Queenie Makareta, rāua ko te papioia. Te āhua nei kua wharatētehi ki runga te whira, e tīraharaha, e takoto ana tētehi o ngā kōtiro o te papioia. One of the Palmerston North girls just getting up after a brief moment. Te āhua nei ko te kaitiaki matua o Queenie Makareta, ko Emma Burke. I'm thinking that Emma Burke is the number one for the team. We weren't given her jersey number, so I presume that she is goalkeeper for Queen Margaret. Didn't see what happened there, but bit of a slip and a fall. Palmerston North back on the attack. And again, this is a rather impressive feature of Palmerston North. What we've seen, another attempt at goal. And what we've seen over these past few days is often the taller girls will try and use their frame to try and get control of the ball, to try and dominate their opponent. But with Palmerston North, they're just not faced by those sorts of tactics. They don't care. Aha koe he iti he paunamu. Aha koe he poto, he nui, he tā roro, he kaha. Amazing. Queen Margaret back on the attack. This is Rogella Gugia, the 22 for Queen Margaret. Can she bring it back in? Not quite. Palmerston North back on the attack, bringing the ball into midfield. O Katiana, kua kaupare hia, e Queen Makareta. And for those of you learning Te Reo Māori, you'll often hear me use the words aukati or kaupare, and what that means is to block or to ward off. Ball goes into the hands of Te Kaitiaki Matua o Te Uhanga o Queen Makareta. Engari te ahua nei, oh no, po he ahau he whana whiu. Engari ko te wihara tērā o rewhiri ke. Ko te rewhiri o tō tātou kēmu nei. So this morning we have 4 games of high-class football going on. On the other teams, on the other fields, you have Glendowie versus Tauranga, St Cuthbert's versus Botany Downs, and Wellington East Girls versus Wellington Girls. Apologies again for the mix-up this morning. And so what we see here is that even though Palmerston North are maintaining a steady series of attacks, Queen Margaret are able to take that and then turn it back onto Palmerston North to create the opportunities that they need. Engari ko te pātai ia kua mahuta mai, e āhei ana a Queen Makareta ki te whai piro. We're 2/3 of the way through the first half of Queen Margaret College versus Palmerston North Girls High. And that was an attempt at goal from Palmerston North. Queen Margaret unable to turn the tables, so they kicked the ball out. Kei te papioia te pōroi nai nei. E tatari ana te kotiro i tana kapa. Kia haere tata atu ki aia. A semi-serious attempt at goal. Queen Margaret pushing their way, putting their body on the line. E au kati ana, e kaupare ana, I te whiu. Well, I te whana, I te kōkiri o te papioia. Kei wainga te pōru I nai nei. Kei awa Queen Makareta te pōru. E whana atu. Oh, kua kapo hia e te kaitiaki matua o te papioia. 7 minutes left into the first half of Queen Margaret College versus Palmerston North Girls High. Waika hua, waika tohu, waika toa. Koina te ngā pātai nunui kua mahuta mai I tēnei ata tonu. The fog is yet to come off Maunga Tauhara, but believe it or not, he's still there. He didn't disappear into the night. E tū watawata ana a Maunga Tauhara, e tiaki ana I a tātou o Taupo nui atia nei. And see one of our camera crews on top of a van, filming one of the other games. Kei te papioia te pōro. Kei te haere atu, kei te kōkiri tonu. Kei te uhanga, kei te pāu. Oh, and that throw-in went straight into the back of one of the Palmy North girls. Oh, i aukati hia te kōkiri o Queenie Makareta i te tehi o ngā kōtero o te Papaioia. Oh! He tauira tērā o te tū maia, te tū kaha, ki mua i te mura o te ahi. Seeing one of the Queen Margaret girls running straight at an attacker. The Palmerston North attacker holds her ground. Kei te kukunga ngaro te pōru i nā ia nei. And we're coming to the last 5 minutes of the first half of Queen Margaret College versus Palmerston North Girls High. Ko te pātai, ko mahuta mai, e a hei ana a Queenie Makareta, te whai piro i tēnei wā tonu. Ball goes out, back to the goalie. Whana poto, ki tana hoa, kai tiaki. E tiaki pai ana i te hawhe. Kei weto te mura o te ahi. Queen Margaret back on the attack. Palmerston North clearing the ball back into their half. Can Queen Margaret bring it back in? Oh, we have a bit of a fall. Look at that. Gets up as if nothing happened. Bumped off, hits the ground. He tauira anō o te kōrero ātupuna e kia nei aha ko hiti he pauna. Me mihi kā tika ki te kaha me te ū o ngā kapa e rua nei. These girls are definitely not here to play. They're in for the win. They're not here to muck around. Kaore rātou mō te maka arauna i tēnei ata tonu. Engari ko te pātai, e āhei ana, a te Papaioia, te whai piro. Ooh, another attempt at goal. A longer pass today to try and clear the ball back into midfield. E tere haere ana, tātou, ki ngā miniti e rua, whakamutunga, o te hawhea tuatahi o tēnei kēmu, kei wainga i a Queenie Makareta, rāua ko te Papaioia. Palmerston North have the ball. They're approaching the deadly zone, the front of the goal, but they're still unable to capitalise for another goal. Queen Margaret is a Christian school, approximately 100 years old, situated in Wellington. Corner kick for Palmerston North. Oh, ball comes up against the side net.
Can you go Talia's side?
And again, Coming up to the conclusion of the first half, 0-1 in favour of Palmerston North Girls High. But don't let this low score fool you, e te iwi. This is an indication of the high level of skill that both of these teams are bringing onto the fields this morning. Here at Crown Park, kei raru i te maru o Tauhara Maunga, here in Taupo Nui Atia. And one of the fields is a big Love Taupo sign. It took a few years for them to actually spell the name of Taupo right. They didn't put the macaron on. Maybe one day we'll ever.
Being a rural school, travel is always a huge cost when playing sport at Central Hawke's Bay College. With the funding from Apollo projects, we've been able to lower travel costs to allow more students to participate in secondary school competitions. Where families have more than one child participating in sport and participating in more than one sport, the financial impact can be huge. Thank you to Apollo projects for the huge difference you have made to our students' participation levels in sport.
It's a big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding to have Apollo run this program. Not only for us, but all the other schools. It makes a big difference to get some kids more active. The funding from Apollo has been spread across 14 team trips this year. It's been a big help to them, and they're really appreciative of Apollo for being able to provide it for us.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you. We're going to go once. We're going twice. And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't. This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay an App to speed on through. Ooh, yeah. Feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
Want to catch a fuel bargain with Caltex and Supergold? Scan your Caltex app, Flybys or Airpoints for 6 cents off per litre with Pumped. And show your Supergold card for an extra 2 cents off. Ah, feels good.
I just want to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for taking the initiative and supporting schools like ours.
It's really important they have that outlet to come to kura for another reason other than curriculum, and for some reason in our water our kids just breathe sport, and having that resource here makes life that much more enjoyable and they can keep doing what they're good at.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically targeting sport is hugely beneficial.
It's a real privilege, but for us, we want to see others get involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
So sponsorship from New Zealand Carbon Farming has been fantastic for our sports teams actually who went away to tournament week. We're a community who's driven by sport, but often money and the cost of travel, accommodation and uniform can be a barrier for some of our students. And to come out with a new uniform for a number of sports, particularly our basketball teams who have been away at nationals, has been uplifting for the students and for our community. The support from the Carbon Farming has been wonderful.
Without them, then we wouldn't look like this.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass up.
Nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei hōtaka o tātou, ko te KMUK wānga i a Queen Margaret College, raua ko Palmerston North Girls High, ko hauto o tangata Bronson Pedici, kore ratu nei ki a koutou. Kei runga i a whakata Māori ngēnei pāpāhotanga, mai i a te pāka o Karauna, kei reru te maru o tauhara maunga i Taupo nui a tia. Back into the second half of Queen Margaret College and Palmerston North Girls High. My name is Bronson Perrott, speaking to you from Crown Park, Tauhara in Taupo. This is brought to you by our sponsors, Apollo Projects, Bailey's, Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming and Whakata Māori, te kāinga tūturu o ngā hā kina rangatahi. Palmerston North Girls have the ball in blue. Queen Margaret in white. Oh. That was a ball to back. Not a ball breaker, but a back breaker. Kei te papioi a te poro. E kaha haere ana. Ki mua o te mura o te ahi. The score so far is 1 to Palmerston North Girls High, 1 to Queen Margaret. These games are being broadcast on Whakata Māori. If you're watching it the old school way, Freeview, Channel 5. If you're watching online, jump on the Whakata Māori YouTube channel. If you're at work, click on that incognito link. And a goal! Palmerston North are now at 2-0. 2 points for Palmerston North. It was a bit hard to see there. I thought the ball had gone on the outside of the goal. I thought it hit the side of the net. But yes, if you want to be watching this online, if you're wanting to watch it on the download, click on that incognito link on your browser, go into the Whakata Māori YouTube channel and look up the football playlist. And you'll see all of the games there for the 2023 Premier Girls Football Tournament. The winner of this tournament will be announced at the end of the day, on this, the last day of the tournament. And whoever wins the Premier Girls Tournament will have the bragging rights of being the best of the best of the best of Aotearoa's New Zealand secondary schools. Palmerston North trying to turn this into a game of volleyball to get the ball into position. They're hungry for another goal. Mō mātou e tipu ake I ngā kura o te kāwanatanga, ngā kura auraki. Mena ka haere atu, ka prei atu koutou I te tima whenei I a Queenie Makareta. I ngērā kura whairaua. Mena ka wini, ka tino harikoa. Queen Margaret wanting to reset the rhythm, to get that momentum back. This morning we have 4 games of fabulous football with Wellington East girls taking on Wellington girls, Glendowie taking on Tauranga, St Cuthbert's taking on Botany Downs, and the game which I have the privilege of commentating on, Queen Margaret College versus Palmerston North Girls High. Kei te kaitiaki matua o Queenie Makareta, whana poto ki tana hoa. Queen Margaret will be wanting to dictate the terms of the second half. They want to be able to control the rhythm and momentum, which they're doing quite well here. They just need to get the ball past the midfield and into their desired half. Kei mua o te mura o te ahi. Koina te tino whāinga o Queenie Makareta I tēnei ata tonu. Kia whai piro, kia whai Wikitoria rātau. But these low-score games are again a testament to the high level of skill which we've seen over the past 5 days here at Crown Park at the 2023 Premier Girls Football Tournament. Kei te kaha aki ana ngā kaitākaro o Queenie Makareta kia rātou anō. Mōhio ana rātou kei raro rātou e putu ana. Nō reire e kaha aki. Kātai te pai ko tērā. And the Palmerston the North girls have shown they're not above throwing themselves into their opponents to get their way on the field today. This is the second time that we've seen that. Kaere rātou I te mataku. Ahako te tāroroa o te rātu tima. Ara Queenie Makareta. The Palmerston North girls showing courage and resilience in the face of taller opponents. They're just not letting it face them. Oh. But again, Queenie Makareta showing no fear, showing that they don't hesitate. Oh! Almost had a face ball there. And me being the bilingual kid that I am, trilingual actually, because I'll try any language, I've invented a new word, face ball. A face ball is when the ball comes to the face off a kick. And we've seen a few of those in the past few days. But every time it happens, what we see is the resilience of the players. I personally haven't had a ball to my face in quite a long time. But last time I checked, it didn't feel that great. But we've had a few more people come into the forbidden corner of the field. Perhaps this will help as the ball rolls here. It'll be a bit easier to get the ball back into play. Ko te pātai ia, ka mahu tamai nai nei, e kaha rane ana a Queenie Makareta ki te whai piro. E rua ngā piro kei te taha o te papi ioia, karekau ngā piro I tēnei wā tonu I te taha o Queenie Makareta. Palmerston North continue to lead the way, 2 points to 0. Tērā pē me kōrero atu ngā kupu o te kēmu tenehi, me ki e rua ki te aroha. Queen Margaret trying to create an opportunity for a point. Palmerston North wrest control of the ball. We heard an up the wires there in the crowd. Perhaps they are supporting one of the Wellington teams. Yesterday I coined the term up the fars in honour of the northern team, Whangare girls. They did very well yesterday. Up the fars. E kaha kōkiri ana. Te papi ioia ki te whai piro. E kaha tiaki ana a Queenie Makareta ki te tiaki pai I tō rātou mura o te ahi. Queen Margaret are definitely wanting to get control of the ball. They need more ball. If they are to be successful in this match, in the last 31 minutes, they need more ball. Kua whiua te pōro ki roto. No, had a fall there.
Ellie, jump off for 10 minutes.
Free kick for Queen Margaret. Kei a Queen Margaret te poro. E kahi pēhi ana I te kapa o te papioia, ngā kōtiro o te papioia. Just past the 10th minute of the second half of Queen Margaret College versus Palmerston North Girls High. The Palmy Girls lead 2 to Aroha. Kei rero tātou I te korowai o te Aroha, no reira taku kupu mo te kore I tēnei ata tonu ko te Aroha. Whenei te kēmu I tenehi. Palmerston North lead 2-love. 2-love. Pōhehe au ka pūroku te pōro ki waho. Engari whai atu a Queen Makarete ki te whakahoki te pōro ki te whira. Ka whana atu ki ngā turi o tētehi o ngā kōtiro o te papioia. Oh no, ehe. Kua hapa. Kei a te papioia te pōro nai nei. He āhenga tēnei mo te whai piro. Ka aha, aukati hia e te kaitiaki. Kua pūroku ki waho. Kei waho te pōro o te mura o te ahi tēnei wā tonu. Engari koina tētihi o ngā tauira o te koi o ngā kōtiro o te papioia. Ko te pātai ia, mena e kaha ana, e āhei ana a Queen Makarete ki te whai piro I tēnei hawhe tonu. Whana te pōro. Kei te kawe atu a Queen Makareta te pōro. Ki moe te pau, ki moe te pau. Engari kauparihia I tētihi o ngā kōtiro o te papioia. Kei rātou tonu te pōro. E whai haere ana ki te hawhe pai ki mua te mura te ahi. He piro tēnei, he piro tēnei. Au, kati, au, he piro anō, he piro anō. I whana atu, tētehi o ngā kōtiro o te papioia. Aukati hia, I karo hia. E te kaitiaki matua, engari I pūrokuruku te pōro ki te paiu. No reire e toru ngā piro ki te taha o te papioia, karekau he piro ki te taha o Queen Margaret. E whai utu ana a Queen Makareta. Tēnei wahine. Ko whana atu ki tana hoa. E whai piro ana. E neke ki moa te muru o te ahi. Ki moa te uhanga o te pau. Engari kua pūroku ki waho I nā e nei. Karekau he kai mā takitaki. Kei tērā kokunga ngaro I nā e nei. Kei te kahatonu te haere o Queen Makareta. E toro ana. Wai I te pōro. Whana atu ki te paiu. Engari ki hai I tutuki pai. Whana atu ki tetihi o ngā kōtiro o te papiaia. Whai rutu te tuarua o Queen Makareta ko Sienna Hastings tērā. Coming up to the 15th minute of the second half of Queen Margaret College versus Palmerston North Girls High. The girls from Palmy are leading 3-0. Ahako e hara tēnei te kēmu tēnehi. Ko te whakapai mō ngēnei kēmu o te rangatahi. Me whakanui, me poipoi te mana o ngā taiohi nei. Nō reira, e tēnei o atunu, ka reo mo te ki atu kore, mo te kore whaipiro. Ko te kupu kea, ko te aroha whenei te tenehi. Another opportunity for goal. Not quite. But again, Queen Margaret is showing, even though that they are down, that they're not quite out. Both teams are still in for the win. Ka re rātou I te makarona. Ka re rātou I haramai mo te prei noiho. In for the win. E whai ana kia mate uriroa, kia kaua rātou katoa e mate tarakihi. And you'll hear that phrase throughout the day. Mate uriroa, kaua e mate tarakihi, refers to the resilience of a shark. Mate uriroa, kaua e mate tarakihi is very much the Māori equivalent of go down swinging, give it your all. Oh, is this the setup for the goal? Not if the girls from Queen Margaret can help it. Could this be the goal that Queen Margaret so desperately need? Not if the goalie can help it. Oh. Palmerston North, they want another goal. They want a 4-0, 5-0 victory, but can they get it? This is a game of two halves. We have 23 minutes left, and you never know what's going to happen. Queen Margaret clearly showing that even though they're down, they're not quite out, and that they're still in for the win. Queen Margaret defence, bringing it back into midfield, but it bounces off one of their players. Oh. Ooh. I call that out, but the touch judge says otherwise. Could this be the first goal for Queen Margaret? Could this be the first much needed goal? Nelly Buckle tries to go for it and not quite. But again, he tohu e o te kaha me te maia o te kapa Queen Makareta. Ka re rātou mo te tuohu, e whaia tonu ana e rātou I te iti kahurangi, e kia nei ko te Taitara Premier Girls mo te tau 2023. Palmerston North looking to secure their victory with another point. And Queen Margaret continue to argue the point. Not if we can help it. Not today. E tata ana. E tata ana te papioia ki te muro o te ahi. Kei te whai mahana tonu. Oh, whana ki tētihi atu. Whana ki roto anō. Kea Queen Makareta te pōro. Kea Queen Makareta. Ea kua pūroko ki waho. Ka makana atu. Ki roto anō. I te whira. Ke Queenie Makareta te pōro. Kei te whai atonu. Ka whakawhiti. Kau, kei ai atonu. Kei te neke tonu a Queenie Makareta. No, ke te kaitiaki matua ina e nei. Whana ki te wainga o te whira, ki te puko o te whira. Kei te kaha tonu te whai o Queenie Makareta. Ki te wāhi pai, ki te whai piro. Engari kei a te papi oia i nei anei. Whanātu. Kicking it to the corner of the field to try and get buy some time. An opportunity to reset the momentum and the rhythm. Palmerston North refusing to rest on their laurels. Still pushing for the win. No. Palmerston North protecting their half by kicking into corner. We're just passing the 21st minute of Queen Margaret College versus Palmerston North Girls High. 3-0 to Palmerston North. Kia Queenie Makareta te pōro. Will Queen Margaret score a point? Coming up to 18 minutes. 18 minutes left. In the second half of Queen Margaret College versus Palmerston North Girls. Pāna ki taku waia nei. E o waru te kri te pāmahana o Taupo nui a tia nei tēnei ata tonu. Kei runga tātou i te whira, ngā whira o te pāka o Krauna. Here at Crown Park, under the shadow of Tauhara Maunga in Taupo nui a tia. Just passing the 22nd minute of the second half of Queen Margaret College versus Palmerston North Girls High. Nei te kaha o te papi oia. E kaha pēhi ana rātou i te hoariri e kia nei ko Queenie Makareta. Engari kei te kaha tonu. Kei te kaha tonu te mahi o Queenie Makareta. Kare rātou mo te tuohu i tēnei wā tonu. Palmerston North Girls back on the attack. Queen Margaret taking control of the ball into midfield, bringing it up to the goal. Can they maintain momentum? Koina te pātai nui tēnei wā, tata ki te 15 miniti kei te toi o tēnei hawhe tuarua o Queenie Makareta raua ko Palmerston North Girls High. Kei a koini makarete te pōru e nei, te whakapāha mo te wiriwiri o te kāmera. Kei te kaha tonu te whai o koini makarete ki te whai piro. Ahakoa, i rua tekau mā rima ngā miniti o te hawhe tuarua, kua pahure. Tata ki te tekau mā whā miniti kei te toi. Engari kāore a koini makareta mo te tūohu, kei te kaha tonu te haere. E whakapāha nei i tēnei wā tonu mo te wiriwiri o te kāmera. Maka no te pōro, engari kua hoki atu ki waho o te whira. Tērā pē pai ana tērā kōtiro o te papioia mo te prai ne te pōro. I hinga te tehi o ngā kōtiro o te papioia, engari kāre i te whara. Kua whana kē ki waho, te pōro. Ka tahi anō kia pahure te miniti, te kaumā toru e toi ana mo tēnei kewi ki wainga i a koini makareta, rāua ko te papioia. Can Queen Margaret get the numbers they need to press forward with this advantage, this opportunity that they have created? Kua pūroku te pōro ki waho. Another opportunity for Palmerston North could be coming up. Could this be another point? Queen Margaret wrestled the ball from the fearless attacker of Palmerston North. Here's another opportunity for Queen Margaret. Can they capitalise? Not when you have the defenders literally throwing themselves against their opponent in the ball. Nō reira, kei a Koini Makareta te kokonga, te whana kokonga i tēnei wā. Kei tērā atu pito, tērā atu kokonga ngarora wātu. Eri, kua hoki atu te pōro ki te muru o te ahi, e tatane ki te paiu. Kei a te papioia, te pōro i nei. Kua whana ki te wainga, ki te puko o te whira. Whakahoki ki te puko o te whira. I te wai o te o Koini Makareta, mo taku he. Coming up to the 30th minute of the second half of Queen Margaret College and Palmerston North Girls High. We're here live and direct to you on Whakaata Māori, broadcasting from Crown Park in Tauhara i Taupo Nui Atia. These games are being brought to you by Apollo Projects, Bailey's, Celtics, New Zealand Carbon Farming, and of course, Whakaata Māori, te kanga tūturu o ngā hākinakina rangatahi. Kei te kaha tonu te whai. Kei te kaha tonu te whai o ngā kapa e roa nei. E mate kai tonu ana te papioia mo te piro. E mate kai ana rātou kia whai piro anō e tēnei hawhe whakamutunga o te kēmu. Kāre nō rātou kia makone te kai. Ngā kau nui ana. Another attempt at goal, which went on to the outside. Didn't quite touch. Kei Queenie makarete te pōro. E whai ana ki te pahure i te kai kōkiri. Tērā kotiro. E mata kai ana ki te whai piro mō te papi oia. Coming into the last 8.5 minutes of the game, a lot can happen. Ko te pātai ia. Kua tūtu ki te wawata o Queenie Makareta ki te whai piro i tēnei wātonu. Mena ka whai atu. Mena ka whai atu i ngā piro e toru e āhe ana rātou ki te whakawhiti ki te wāhanga whakaihu waka me ki. That's their only hope for a win right now. They need to get 4 points in the next 8 minutes, or they have to draw it. Those are the only two chances that Queen Margaret have at this time. Engari me mihi ka tika ki a rātou. Mō tō rātou mō tō rātou kaha, aha ko te pēhi, aha ko ngā piki me ngā heke. E mihi atu anō ki ngā kotiro o te papi oia. Kei a rātou te kaha, kei a rātou te maia, kei a rātou te pūkinga o tēnei kēmu. Oh, could this be a point for Queen Margaret? An attempt at goal. Can they get through? And again, Palmies say, not today. Not today. But this is a game of two halves. We've just come up to the 7th minute. 7 minutes. Last 7 minutes. Can Queen Margaret get through with the point? Queen Margaret trying to use the corner to their advantage, being out-muscled. Up to the last 5 minutes of the game. Queen Margaret desperately trying to reset the pace. Three times the lucky first two kicks, blocked by the number 2 of Palmerston North Girls. Could this be an attempt at goal? No. Oh yes, can they get it again? Yes, Queen Margaret have got a point. Queen Margaret have scored in the last 5 minutes of the second half versus Palmerston North Girls High. Tēnei te tauira o te mate ururoa Kaua ka te mate taraki. Queen Margaret are proving that they're down, but they're not quite out. Can they get 2 more points for the equaliser? Can they get 3 for the win? Koina te pātai I tēnei wā tonu. Last 4 minutes. You can see renewed energy and fervour on the part of Queen Margaret. They want the win. E mate kai tonu ana a Queen Makareta I te piro. E whai tonu ana kia pātata ki te mura o te ahi, ki te pai ki te uhanga I tēnei wā tonu. Kua pūroku te pōro ki waho, ke a Queen Makareta te pōro. Yes, and Queen Margaret with another point. Queen Margaret are now 2 points to 3. 2 points to 3. Can they score within the last 3 minutes of the game? Koina te pātai nui e tēnei wā tonu. Can Queen Margaret get another point to draw? Can they get another 2 to win the game? In the last 2.5 minutes of this match. Aku whakapā aha atu e te whānau. E tatere ana mātou mo te whakatika o ngā tatauranga. Ki runga I te whakātā nei. Queen Margaret are at 2 points. Queen Margaret are at 2 points. Can they get another? Here's another opportunity. Queen Margaret zooming in, swooning, circling the goal. Can they get the extra point? Can they do it? Oh! But again, Queen Margaret proving that they still have what it takes. Here's a window opening up. Can Palmerston North capitalise? Ball returns to midfield. In the last 1 minute and 20-something seconds of this game. Oh!
Good running, Emma.
Queen Margaret continue to press forward with a minute and 10 seconds left. Can they bring the ball back close to the goal? Or will the referee's whistle beat them to it? An attempted cross. That throw-in from Queen Margaret went straight to a Palmerston North girl. Coming up to full time. The score is 2 to Queen Margaret College, 3 to Palmerston North. Palmerston North have the ball. This is the last minute. And the referee blows. Final score, Queen Margaret College, 2 points. Palmerston North girls high 3. A wonderful game, excellent effort on the part of both teams. Ko e tau takata a Bronson Pettit, ko re rata nei ki a koutou. Ko te tatauranga whakamutunga. Kei a Queenie makareta ngā piro e rua, kei a te papa i oia ngā piro e toru. 3 points to 2 to the part of Palmerston North girls. An excellent game. An excellent game. Coming up next on this field, we have St. Peter's taking on Rototuna High School. Cambridge versus Hamilton. Ko tō tangata o Bronson Pettit, e mihi ati nei ki a koutou. E tēnei wā tonu, tēnei ata, maka chili ana. He kupa Māori tērā ko te maka chili. Ako mihi atu ki ngā kapa e rua. Ko ata tū mai nei ki rungi te whira o Pāka, o te Pāka o Krauna, i tēnei ata tonu. Me mihi kātika ki ngā kai āwhina. E kia nei ko Apollo Projects, ko Baileys, ko Caltex, ko New Zealand Carbon Farming, rātou ko whakaata Māori, te kāinga tūturu o ngā pākina kina a rangatahi. Hold your heads up high, Queen Margaret. That second half effort to equalise was a great effort on your part. Me mihi kātika.